お前何やって。
北方には獣の内臓で暖を取る民族がいるのよ。なんか寒かったから暖を取ってたのよ。苦しい。
言い訳がさすがに苦しい。
なるほど、そういうことか。
信じた。
嘘でしょ。
まあ確かにちょっと寒いな。
So tell me how you feel. I don't think that there's been a bad episode of Uncle from Another World so far. I think every single episode so far has been a banger. Like, episode after episode has just been banger, banger, banger. And I was thinking, you know, while watching and enjoying the hell out of this episode, you know, why is that exactly? Like, why hasn't this anime missed? Which I'm not mad about, right? Like, I think this anime is going to be one of those anime because of Netflix that the broader anime community simply doesn't watch. And at the end of the day, you might be like, well, every household has Netflix, right? Well, no. Maybe the household does, but the certain person doesn't watch Netflix or doesn't watch anime on Netflix, right? It might not be in their recommendations, you know? So I really feel that this anime is going to be missed by the broader anime community, and I feel like that's a huge detriment to the anime to be stuck on Netflix. The same way Summertime Rendering is stuck on Disney Plus, and I never hear anybody talk about that show at all, even though it's pretty good. Like, it's not the best in the world. I think the first 3 to 5 episodes were very okay, but then after that, it ramps it up to 11, and it goes from like a 6 out of 10 to like a 9 out of 10. Highly recommend, by the way. But I really feel like that's how Ojisan is going to be. Like, I feel like Uncle from Another World is going to be like that, which is unfortunate because all these episodes, right, they haven't missed. We are 6 episodes in, and it's fantastic. So why is that? I really feel like the reason that is, and this is my personal feeling, I want to hear you in the comments, I don't think I've ever come across an anime that does duality so fantastically, that does duality justice the way Ojisan does. And the reason that I feel that way is because it has these 2 separate worlds that it is not competing for time, but it's marrying the 2, right? We have Uncle, who was woken up from a coma after 17 years or whatever, and he now has the ability, like on a TV, to broadcast all the experiences that he's had in another world. So his nephew and Fujimiya get to enjoy or get to kind of vicariously live through his experiences that he had in this other world through the way that he's able to televise it for them. And we get Fujimiya, we get nephew, we get uncle living their current life, which is uncle being a YouTuber, Fujimiya going after whatever his name is, Takafumi. And, you know, we get her chasing him and, you know, them basically being a thing but not realizing yet. We get to see Uncle in current form. And then we get to see all the adventures that he had in the other world. And we get to see Mabel, and we get to see Elf. And we get to see that the uncle's basically married in that other world. He got 2 wives. He looks like an orc. He went through some shit, right? In this episode, he was mistaken for an orc. He got sold off to like a circus. He almost died in a jail cell. He found the spirit of light because he had the translation ability given to him by God. That saved his ass. He almost got eaten to death. You know, he has come across thing after thing after thing. And then now this episode set us up to lead on to the next theme. And the next thing is Uncle meeting the hero. And the hero of this world, who's probably reincarnated, maybe from Japan, somewhere else as well, in this world, is a female. So is he going to get a 3rd wife in the hero? I'm interested. I bet my ass that that's what's going to happen. So I love the story. I love the plot. I love Uncle as a character. He's funny AF. He went insane this episode. He went off his freaking rocker. He got pulled back. He gave a fake alias. He's in a relationship and doesn't realize it. He's married. He's asked these 2 girls to marry him and doesn't realize it. He got homegirl, the elf girl, all naked. He doesn't realize any of his mistakes. Like, he is so old but immature. And the experiences that he's had, he doesn't realize the experiences. So we get to be viewers to that, along with Takafumi and along with Fujimiya. We get to go on the ride that Uncle has lived in. This episode was another 9 out of 10 episode. I don't want to call this anime a masterpiece. I don't think it's quite that. Like, I think the masterpiece are reserved for, in my opinion, this is just my sole opinion, for anime like My Dress Up Darling this year, for anime like airing right now in Call of the Night, that just do something I would call Horimiya. Last year, Horimiya. I think the masterpiece moniker for me as a reviewer is reserved for anime that is doing something very special in a genre that existed. Uncle from Another World, though, is very, very close to that. I think it's doing something extremely unique in the isekai genre. I don't know if it's quite Mushoku Tensei levels of doing something unique. I think Mushoku Tensei is a masterpiece. I don't care what anybody says. So I don't know if it's quite there yet, but like by the end of the season, I might get there because I think every episode has been like a 9 out of 10 episode, and I've been enjoying the shit out of it. It's been fantastic. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Let me know what you think about Uncle's imprisonment. Let me know what you think about Uncle's engagement. You know, his 2 wives between Mabel and Elf. Let me know what you think about the hero that's coming. Let me know what you think about Fujimiya and Takafumi. You know, let me know what you think about this episode in totality in the comments below. I appreciate you being here for another week. I'm going to see you, my friends, next week. Thesis. Ojisan!